Hey guys, what's going on? Today I'm going to show you the most effective aim training routine that you need to be doing if you want to keep improving your aim in CS2. I created this routine to target the core mechanics of aiming and playing CS in general, and those mechanics are your raw aim, your tracking, your spraying, your movement, and the combination of them all. If you really want to improve quickly, you have to be training these mechanics every single day. Alright, so I'm going to go straight into the routine, but the first thing you're going to have to do is download these 4 maps. I'll leave a link for all the maps in the description, but if you want to download them through the game, just go to Play Workshop Maps, then click down here on Visit Workshop, and then just search for the names that are showing right here. Alright, so the first map you want to go into is just the standard aim bots training map. Also, I'm recording this when the new update just came out, and there's actually weapon charms now, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyway, so the first thing you want to do is just disable 3 sides of the map so that all the bots are on one side. The next thing you need to do is just shoot the square in the middle so that it removes this wall right here. Alright, the last thing you need to do before we get started is just click on the uneven ground setting right here so that the bots aren't all in a straight line. My first CS2 coaching video on this channel was actually about how you should be training your aim when the bots are on uneven ground, because when you're in game, most of the time you're not really just going to be aiming left and right in a straight line like this, so it's really beneficial to you if you have the bots on an uneven ground when you're training offline. The guns we're going to be training on this map are the AK, the M4, the DEAGLE, and the USP and GLOCK. What I do when I'm aim training is 500 kills on the AK, 500 kills on the M4, and then 100 kills on all of the pistols. If you're just starting out and 1300 bots seems like a lot to you, don't worry, you can just lower the kill amount, and then as you notice when you're starting to aim train more and more every day that the amount of time it's taking you to complete the routine is too fast, just up the kills so that you're training more. And if you're an opper, don't worry, I'll show you how you should be training the op at the end of this map. Alright, so when you start with the AK, just start with shooting the bots at a slow pace and make sure that you hit every single shot. Just build up your aim very smoothly, and especially if this is the start of your day and you just got on CS, you want to be doing this very smoothly and not trying to go too fast and be too flashy. And as you get more warmed up, you can start going faster and faster. I also like to throw in a little bit of burst when I'm training on this map, so you can just do this as you feel like it. You don't have to do a certain amount of burst kills, so yeah. And then of course when you're done with your 300 kills in the AK, just switch to the M4 and do the same exact thing. And then after that, do your kills with the DEAGLE, the USP, and the GLOCK. For the op, you're going to do 100 kills, but there's a certain way that you should be doing this. For the first 10 kills, just look around at the bots, don't do anything special, just try and flick to them like normal and just kill them like you would in game. Then after that, we're going to practice flicking from 8 different angles. So we're going to do 10 kills from all the diagonal angles like this, and also left, right, and up and down. So that would look like 10 kills flicking from right to left, just going from right to left on the different bots. Then do the same thing diagonal upwards to the right, diagonal upwards to the left, straight up, straight down, diagonal downwards to the left, and then diagonal downwards to the right. It's a little bit confusing to explain, but it's really not that hard once you start doing it. But just do 10 kills of each of the angles, and then once you're done with those 10 kills, just do an extra 10 kills at the end of just normal shooting and killing the bots, and that'll put you at an even 100 kills. And real quick, before we go into the next map, I'm going to go over today's sponsor, SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is an automated trading site that allows you to take some of your old skins and trade them in for some new ones. There are a ton of skins on the site, but if you are looking for something specific, you can use the filter to find the skin that you are looking for. When you're making your first trade on the site, make sure to use my code GRAPE to get a bonus of up to $5 for free. If you see a skin on the site that you want, but you don't have one of equal value, you can also deposit money with a 30% bonus, plus an extra 5% if you use my code GRAPE at checkout. And if you don't have anything to trade, they also do free giveaways every day, so there's literally nothing to lose by joining SkinsMonkey. So just make sure to use the link in my description and have fun trading. Alright, so the next thing we're going to train is going to be our tracking, and for that we're going to go into the fast aim and reflex map. This map is really good for training our tracking because the bots move around very frantically and they just spawn all around us. So of course when we're playing this map, we're going to have to focus on keeping our crosshair on their head when we're trying to kill them. For this map, just do 100 to 200 kills, and your tracking when you go into your games is going to feel so much better. I also usually just stick to the AK on this map, but you can use the M4 or the DEAGLE if you want. This map can honestly feel a little frustrating sometimes since the bots are moving around very frantically. And if you feel like it's taking too long to get to your kill goal, just lower the kill goal, and then later on when we're getting better at this map, we can just up it. Alright, the next thing we're going to be training is one of the hardest mechanics in the game, and that is of course spraying. For that, we're just going to hop into the RECOIL master map. I actually made a whole video on how you should be tracking your spray control progress. I'm not going to go over everything I went over in that video in this video, but if you want to check it out, it's linked in the description below. But basically all you need to do is just come over here, set up the map on dummy target, push it 2 spaces away, come over here and then click the lock button so you're locked in place, then hit the reset button so that the bullets fired is at 0. What we're going to be doing on this map is just going through our spray control with the AK and M4 10 times each. So after you complete one spray, it'll actually tell you in chat how many of your bullets hit. So you can see right there, spray number 2, chest 18, head 2. Anyway, there's a lot of stats there. That won't really matter to you entirely. You should just look at the hits fired number and see that you are getting a higher number each time you do your spray, and then just keep improving it over time. You just want to see towards the end of your 10 sprays that you're getting a higher number, and then that way you know that you're really warmed up for your spray. And if by the end of your 10 sprays you aren't feeling too clean and maybe your number isn't going up, just do a few more until you're feeling more consistent with your spray control. If you don't feel like doing that map, you can just come into the CS stats map and then just click on the spray mode. And this mode is actually really good for training your spray because you can just spray down a bot, then you just spray control to the next ones that spawn. So if you feel like doing it more in a like aimbots or CS stats environment, you can do it here too. For this, I would just do it for like 10 to 15 minutes until you start feeling very clean with your spray control. The next thing we're going to be training is our movement, and that's actually within the CS stats map. All you have to do is just come over here, click on challenges, and then go to the KZ map. And this is basically just exactly what it is. It's a KZ map that you just run through. You just run around and jump to the different boxes, and if you fall off, it'll teleport you back up. Now, I know this is an aim training guide, but your movement really is important, especially if you're using this routine as a warm-up. I would really recommend doing this aim training routine the first thing you do when you get on the CS for the day. That way you're training every single part of your game before you're getting into any sort of pugs or matches. And if you've done any sort of aim training routine before and you notice when you started playing your games you're not feeling very clean and fluent with your aim and your movement, then it's probably because you're not training your movement or just practicing it in some way before you actually get into your games. All I do is just run through the map a couple times until I'm feeling like I'm not really missing any jumps and I'm doing it very fluently. As soon as you start doing this for your routine and your warm-up, you will notice that you are feeling so much better in your games. Alright, now for the final step of our aim training routine, and that is of course combining all of the mechanics we just trained in deathmatch. Deathmatch should be your last step because you want to train every mechanic before and then just combine them all within the deathmatch. If you just jump straight into DM, you will most likely get frustrated and just not have any fun if you're not warmed up at all. I find it very easy to just get burnt out if I just get straight on and jump into deathmatch and feel like I'm not getting many kills and just feeling pretty bad at the game. So that's why I like to do it after I've already trained everything, so I'm feeling very clean with my movement, with my aim, with my spraying, with my burst, and everything we went over in the earlier steps of the aim training routine. If I'm doing this aim training routine and not planning on playing a pug or a match right after, I do around 250 to 500 kills, but if I'm just warming up for a game, maybe a pug or a match, I'll just do about 100 to 200 kills so I don't burn myself out and playing the game right before my match. But if you want to improve your aim faster, of course, you'll just need to do more kills. That way when we go into our games, we'll actually be used to seeing player movement and it won't be so foreign to us when we're actually playing. I'll leave a text version of the aim routine in the description below, so if you want to look at it and maybe copy it to a notepad for yourself, you can look at it there. If you have any questions, just leave a comment down below, check out my Discord, or leave a comment in my chat if I'm live on Twitch or YouTube. Make sure to check out my Metafy linked in the description below if you're interested in any sort of demo reviews or coaching. But yeah, that's basically it. Good luck in your next games. See ya.